Hey guys, how you doing? Uh, just in this video, I just wanted to talk about pre and post workout nutrition. A couple of things we wanted to go over. Like what foods to have at the right times. What are some foods you can have sort of before a workout? What is some stuff you can have during your workout, what you can have after, and supplements and all that shit too. So I'm just really enjoying a bowl of rice here. Seems too good to pass up. Okay, I'll stop stuffing my face and I'll put it to the side. Okay, just got a keys. Pre and post workout. What's going to work best? Sort of before your workout. Because you've got to eat before your workout. Otherwise, you're going to have a shit workout. So, first thing we want to look at is just say about an hour. So, just say 2 hours before. By the way, I'm just warning you, I've got absolutely shit handwriting, so if you guys can't see it, I do apologise. I'll explain it the best I can. Hopefully you guys can see it. Computers are pretty amazing these days. You can use Zoom and stuff, so you should be able to see it. Okay, so first food we want to look at, do we just eat certain foods or do we eat complete meals? What's a good thing to do? Personally, I prefer to have my pre-workout meal sort of finished about an hour before my workout. So what does it look like? Brown rice, which is really, really good. I wouldn't actually use that until after my workout. So, a better rice grain that I usually use pre-workout is like white cooked jasmine rice. So, white rice. Pre-workout food number one. Okay. Because the reason why white rice is so good is because it tends to stay in your system for a bit longer, but it still releases fast. So it takes sort of 30 minutes to an hour to sort of be broken down into energy. So, this is a really good thing as far as like a pre-workout part of your meal goes. So what's the next thing? A good source of protein like some chicken. Okay, this is going to slow down the release of the white rice a little bit. So you want to make sure these things sort of complement each other to give you a good maximal effect as far as like a pre-workout meal goes. And make sure you like with your veggies too. So have your veggies. Veg. Very important. Okay, so remember this is 2 hours. 1 to 2 hours before. Okay. So some sort of fats like nuts are usually pretty good, but just a little bit to sort of provide a bit of balance, or some oils of some sort, preferably raw ones. So sesame, olive, are sort of all good oils to have. So now we'll move into, the during workout. So that's the thing, if you do your pre-workout meal really, really well, you shouldn't need to eat anything in the middle of your workout, because you should still be sort of accumulating energy or sort of providing your body with energy from your first pre-workout meal. So usually, but if it gets to a case where you do get hungry, that's obviously going to affect your workout. So we want to look at some things here. So during the workout. the workout. Okay, so one thing I'll do, just in case, I'll keep an emergency stash of bananas, which is a good one. But one thing you want to bear in mind, like with any sort of fruit, like it's going to be really, really ineffective as far as like either before or during your workout, because it burns very, very fast, and therefore like the energy will be gone very, very quickly. So just say you eat a banana, 15-20 minutes later that shit's all burnt up, so it's basically ineffective. Like you'll get a big sugar rush for about 20 minutes and then you'll get dropped on your ass. So you can use bananas, but you'll have to have a few of them if you ever get hungry. But generally where I usually put bananas in the sequence of things is post-workout. Bananas. So the minions will love this. Alright. So bananas. A really good one for post-workout. Good. Because what happens with like fructose and a fruit, like what can happen is if you have it at any other time, like to say outside of a workout time where it's not really near your workout at all, like it's gonna have a fair likelihood, it's not to say that it's going to, but it's a lot bigger chance of actually accumulating as fat. So you want to be careful of that. So one thing, and the reason why it's good for post-workout is because like the fuel goes straight to your muscles instead of your fat stores. Who wouldn't want that? I know I would. So bananas post-workout. Okay. So as far as like post-workout meals, generally following along the same lines as the first pre-workout meal, but except what you'll do is you'll substitute this white rice for something that's more of a slow release effect, like a brown rice, for example. Because you want to have something that's going to fill you up after the workout. Because the large spike in energy isn't really needed because your workout's already done, so you don't necessarily need it. So, but that's the only thing you change. So as you can see, it's sort of like a fairly simple sort of explanation. If you guys can see that, I don't try to make things too hard, because I believe, if you make them too hard, then people don't understand it and they just have mind explosions. So you want to be careful. So as far as me recommending any like supplements or anything like that, I'm not usually too big on them, and for the simple reason, you're going to get a lot of your growth from food anyway. So you might as well pump a lot of your energy into that. There's no need to really go out and like buy hundreds of dollars worth of supplements, because you're just wasting your money and pissing it down the drain. So you're best off like getting your food right as a solid base, with these basic principles, and it's good to sort of know these things, because it can actually increase your sort of workout performance. As far as like a recommendation of like supplements, I do like micronutrients. I like the idea of them. They seem to have a really good solid effect, and they're things that most people's bodies can use, like your zinc and your magnesium, people are quite deficient in, so it's going to obviously have a positive impact on workout performance. So they're the sort of supplements that I sort of steer towards, for that simple reason, because it's not only beneficial for your workout, it's actually beneficial for your health as well, which is going to help you with your muscle growth. If you're healthier on the inside, then it's going to provide your body a better chance of muscle growth. And another one is creatine. I'm a big fan of creatine. I don't sort of use it. I'm not really in a cycle of using it at the moment, but I do like to use it at times. It can be very effective. I tend to go by a sort of a creatine load, which is I think it's three days on, 2 days off, and 5 servings a day of 5 grams in water. And usually that puts a fair bit of size on just by doing that one trick. So, you know, creatine's gonna be a good one. You know, it depends on, I'm not really sort of too up on the quality side of things. You know, I tend to get a sort of a middle range one that's sort of going to serve me pretty well, but I think they'll do the same thing anyway, so I don't think the brand or anything really matters too much, just as long as it's creatine. And that's about all. Like, and I can't recommend drinking water enough. You know, it's probably your best supplement that you can use. But a lot of people sort of don't know the amounts, and you know, one thing you realise is it can actually drift away from you. Like, you don't notice that you're doing it. Like, you don't notice that your body's dehydrated, and when your body gets dehydrated, like, your body does tend to look small, a lot smaller than what it could be if you were fully hydrated. So and that's another thing you want to be careful of with creatine, is creatine can actually sort of dehydrate the little body, especially if you have a lot of coffee, you know, which is my own personal experience, so I've mucked up there. So yeah, I hope I've provided you guys with some really good information. You know, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to hit the subscription link below, or you can find me at danny@savetheskinnyguy.com. Love to get an email off you guys and answer any questions you might have. Take care. I'll see you soon, guys.